Hello Gemini, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship with someone in the past. This could also be a current relationship, but the communication's hardly there. No one's really speaking up much. For others of you, this could be a situationship or someone that you've met, and you know there's a whole lot of energy there, but no one's really speaking up. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides or any goddesses. There's a reason for that. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. Gemini. We have here 1, 2, 3.5 cards that are a little dark and dreary. And because of the intensity of these cards, it could also be that you are feeling this as well, not just the cross watcher. First card's the strongest. We have here power, followed by mothering. After that, we have crossroads, sensuality, awakening, selfhood, illusion, victim. After that, we have embracing the shadow. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, we have anger and rage. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Gemini, you have no idea how much power you really have over me. You make me feel emotionally vulnerable and weak in the knees. Because you are powerful, and you make me feel powerless. In this connection, I have realized that you are someone who has always given me and provided me with love, light, shelter, protection, food, so many things. You've always been there for me. And you have always given me unconditional love. I see that now. I realize that now. I also know that in this connection, it is time for me to make a decision. Things can no longer be the way that they are. A choice needs to be made. A path needs to be taken. But that decision I am finding difficult because of the things that have happened between us. In you, I have found somebody that is so sensual, so gorgeous. It is very difficult for me to not think of you in this way. Everything about you is just tantalizing. I do know that you have this charm, this charisma, this talent, and you are very much desired by many. And I finally realized something. I have come to this awakening moment, this realization. And I can see things from your perspective for once. I can see things from your lens, the situation. I could see myself the way I have been, the way I am. I do know that in this connection, there has been a sense of distance. The flame that once burned brightly, it has been extinguished. It was extinguished, and it's been like that for a long time. Long ago, I was able to unravel this mystery, unwrap it, and that mystery was you. But now, you have reacted to my actions, and you yourself have become very guarded, very much detached, distant, and cold. And it's almost intimidating, because I don't know who you are anymore. And it's not your fault, it's just that you have reacted to my actions. So I see you have changed, and it's hard for me to make a decision and to reach out to you, because you are no longer that same person. Now you are more guarded, self-cautious. You really think twice, and you're not as naive when once I had you and I was manipulating you. I also know that you don't need me, you don't need anybody. You're self-sufficient, self-reliant, independent. And I just don't know how to reignite this flame. It used to be there, but now you have changed. And there's so much distance between us that I don't know how to approach you anymore. Even though I want to, I hide this from you. I hide behind a false veil, behind a false mask, not showing you or trying to show you my true feelings, what it is that I truly feel deep inside. I feel ashamed. I feel embarrassed even for the things that I have said and done, and for the things that I never said that I should have, the things that I never did that I should have done. And I also know and I admit that in this connection I have used you, overindulged physically for the sake of that emotional and sensual high. I have not been a trustworthy person. This time, all this time that I was with you, I understand if you feel that I was taking advantage of you, overindulging, taking you for granted, not valuing you. Emotional, sexual, psychological manipulation. That's what my aim was, because that's what I wanted back then. And now things are very awkward. I got what I wanted. I took what I wanted. And you gave me what I needed. But you saw a side of me that was very dark, the shadow side. I have been very impulsive, compulsive, and aggressive. And this feeling, this part of me you never had seen, I don't know what to do. There's a feeling of awkwardness now between us, and even just simple feelings of being uncomfortable. So how do I connect with you? Overall, I'm not happy at what I've done. I'm quite upset, in fact. I have not been the type of person that you have needed in your life. In fact, I created discord. I've created problems. I do feel anger and rage, but not at you, at myself. I'm annoyed, agitated, and upset at what I have done in this connection to ruin what we once had. I didn't see things your way. I was only seeing it my way. All right. Gemini. There's a realization here, guys. And they do feel very ashamed, embarrassed. But right now, their mindset is just simply on anger. And they're not angry at you, they're just really, really angry at the situation. And when they're angry, because it's the overall arching theme, they're not able to really think straight. That's not their focus. Their focus is, I can't believe I did this. Why did I do this? But there's a lack of self-reflection right now. Maybe in the coming cards we'll see some self-reflection or even some regret. Those things are very important in any sort of reading I've seen. And why it's important is because it shows me that human nature, that there's a natural progression of regret, understanding and learning a lesson, then becoming wiser. After wisdom, then comes strength and courage. And after that, that's when they learn and they start to reach out to you. But that's a long process. All right, guys, I have here the Lover's Path Tarot. So with this deck, what I like to do is have a look at something that may have happened in the past that may have caused a problem in the first place. So you do have a peekaboo card here. I'm going to pull that out. An extra card that was just popping out. Okay. So for those of you who are new, the first set of cards I just had a look at, that is the current status, okay? These I read in the past, the history between the both of you. Now keep in mind, of course, this is a general love reading, not going to resonate for everybody. So this is in the past, and I also read these in the reverse. This is for those of you that needed closure, but there was none. This person could have ghosted you. They could have faded over time. They could have been acting in a way that was just very confusing, and they didn't tell you why they did what they did. And Gemini, you may have been thinking, hey, this is me. I could have done something better, something different. Sometimes it's not you. It's just that person. Here we have the Seven of Cups. We have Fortune followed by the King of Staffs. All right, let's have a look. The Seven of Cups. So first off, you remember you just had on this side crossroads, right? Well, this is very similar to that because it talks about choices and indecisiveness and living in fantasy land. So remember how this person's just not taking that path. They're just not moving forward. They're kind of stuck at a crossroads, right? Because of that decision, they don't know what to do. This is still a problem. It's still a problem. So they have not moved on from that sort of feeling. Here it talks about overindulging in thoughts of what the future may bring, having daydreams. A decision must be made in order to move forward and rejoin the world. We also have here how this person has been allowing fantasies to influence how they view life. Allowing fantasies to influence how they view life. projecting onto others instead of seeing things as they truly are. This person is not really living in reality when it comes to this connection. When the both of you were together, they may have been they may have said a lot, they may have planned a lot, but it was not practical. And if they even tried to put the effort in, it just wasn't enough and it just wasn't real. Here we also have the Fortune card. All right, with Fortune, we have here chance, fate, expansion, and prosperity. But it is the opposite. So this person doesn't feel that fate, destiny, fortune has got their back. There's a lack of chance, there's no sense of expansion, and they don't feel very prosperous. They feel they have a very negative fate. There is no generosity of the universe. There is an inability to open up to any sort of abundance that comes to them. There was no awareness of beauty and love around them. They had uncomfortable feelings. Why? Because they were disappointed with all of the chances and experiences that they have had in the past. They were feeling ignored by fortune. When will it be their turn? So this person, it appears, has always had bad luck in terms of solid relationships. And so they never really have been truly in a relationship like that. They may have been in other relationships, but they were not as deep. The problem here is this person does not know the language of love. That's the issue here. It's like you speak a totally different language, and their language is totally different. The way they express themselves, the way they expect things, the way they expect the future to be, it's so different, and that's not healthy because it's very misleading. You know, what you want versus what this person wants versus what reality is. Now we have here also the King of Staffs. Let's have a look. Now keep in mind this is a king and it's in the reverse. So this person may have come to you as a king. So not a page, not a knight, not a queen, but a king, right? Somebody that has it all, somebody that knows it all. But that's just the impression that they made. Here, the reality is wanting to harness forces of being confident, being the master of all trades, being supportive. They wanted to harness these forces, but they were not quite strong enough to do so. This was someone who has seemed supportive, but they were not. I repeat, they were not reliable. Oh my God, you're with somebody here who really, two reasons. They were immature because of a lack of experiences, but they also had this mindset, pessimistic, I'm seeing very pessimistic, pessimism. I'm seeing that right now. They were not optimistic because the experiences that they have had in their life, they weren't good experiences. So they just feel that, you know what, this is the way life is. It's negative. Nothing's ever worked out for me. Who's to say it's going to work now? So this person was that negative. They may not have showed this to you because they probably wouldn't. But with this, there's always that fear that nothing will move forward, but also there's a reassurance that this is what I know best, and I'm just going to stay at this level. You see, if I make a decision, I will end up in unknown territory. So let me just stay where it's safe. That's what happened here. Okay, so hopefully some of you are able to understand what that person was going through. I hope some of that resonated for some of you there. Okay, we have here the Beginner's Tarot. Let's have a look. Okay. Look at that. Ooh, bless you. Bless you. Hermit. That's exactly what I was talking about. Looking for that wisdom, right? Looking for that wisdom. Good. Very, very good. That's a perfect card to have in this reading. And a realization, a complete realization. Absolute realization. Ooh, very interesting. A choice. For a small portion of you, this could be a person that was with their ex. Maybe have gone back to their ex. There was a choice. Now that decision that we had, twice it's come up, right? We had the crossroads, right? And after that, the second batch right now, we had the, what was it? The Seven of Cups, where it also talks about indecisiveness, right? And now here, the overall arching theme, we have lovers. A decision needs to be made. That's the decision right there. Between you and someone else, or you and something else. It could even be a career-related move to a place across the country, right? Choosing between you and something else. The problem is both things are important to this individual. For some of you, definitely this could be a third-party situation where one is deciding to leave somebody for another person. This could also be the situation that you guys are in. First card, the strongest. We have here the Fool. Oh my God. So definitely this person is like a fool. Very immature, very impulsive, compulsive, aggressive, short-tempered. This person is not wise. They're not wise. And this is exactly why they're the Fool. They take action first and think later. Guys, if this person reaches out to you, you have to be the lead. You have to be the leader. You have to grab their hand, give them your finger, and they'll hold on to your finger, okay? And then you lead them. This person is not that type of individual who's going to be a good leader. Remember, not supportive, not reliable, not so confident, right? That is what you had as the King of Staffs right now. So keep that in mind, that they may show up as a king and act like a king, but truly deep down inside, they don't have the type of experience that you have when it comes to love and affection and emotion. That too is an experience. It's not natural for some people. Sometimes it's just not inherited. Sometimes it's just not in the environment where they lived in, the way they were raised. There's so many reasons why some people are not emotional that way. So keep that in mind. And it's not something you can really train. It's something that people grow into. And then they appreciate it and that human side comes out, right? So it does take time, but you need the right teacher. And in this case, Gemini, you are that teacher. Here I see this person is in the hermit mode. Yes, that's exactly what this person needed. They're going to take a step back. Here they're forcing themselves into isolation, forcing themselves into loneliness. Trying to be in a situation where they can self-reflect, detaching themselves from the everyday world to regain balance, a sense of introspection, contemplation. Knowing what they do and questioning why they do the things that they do. What is the reason behind it? How can they be better? Why are they acting like this? And they realize that, wow, damn, I love Gemini. Gemini's hot. This person feels that you are very, very sexy, utterly irresistible. That's one of the reasons why they also are very, very attracted to you. It's heightened. It's almost like this person's in a candy store. Yeah, a colorful candy store. And you are the candy store. That's what they feel like. A kid in a candy store. And this person is feeling a huge connection with you. That we both like sweet things. That's the analogy there. We both like sweet things. And I met you in a candy store. And you are the candy. You are sweet and I like sweet things. That's what it's like. But on a mature level, to explain a little better, this person feels that there is a spiritual connection between the both of you and that you get them, you understand them. Without them even saying anything, you just are able to pick up on their emotions and their feelings. We also have here the Tower. Something is going to happen. That is going to be very much like that awakening. right? That realization that certain things have changed, they can change. Things were different before, but now they're absolutely different. Now things have absolutely changed. And the person's perspective will shift. Something's going to happen. The foundations of this belief that they have is going to change. Their thought process is going to change, but they're still stuck and they do not know what to do, where to go, who to choose, what to choose. Now, please keep in mind, guys, I know some people don't like the word choice, but in English, honestly, that's the only word I can find. Don't consider yourself, when I say choice, a commodity. I know, you know, we're all on the same page. But it's just the only word I can use here because there is literally a choice between person one, person two. Now, keep in mind, guys, it doesn't have to be another person too. It could be a passion, right? Doing something, taking that course that somebody wanted to do long ago and it's been years and now's the perfect time. And it could be that's why this person felt that fortune, you had the fortune card earlier, that this person felt that fate and fortune is just not on my side. It's just not on my side because no matter what I do, no matter where I go, there's always something that happens and it's just not right. It's like the world and the universe is against me. Now when I found somebody, this person wants to go off and run and do that course, that diploma, degree, whatever. Now this is what they want to do after I find them. It happens, guys. Some people get pregnant as soon as, some women get pregnant as soon as they're about to start a course or something, or have a career change, right? These things happen, right? And it's a shift all of a sudden in reality. All right, let's have a look. Okay, guys, this is a little New Year's bonus. Boom, boom. And please, if you can tell me what deck this is, if you can recognize it. I don't have the cover for it, but if you could please let me know the title, that would be great. It looks like a Dorian Virtue kind of style. All right, I'm just going to be pulling out 2 cards for you. And what I'd like to do is, and that's just the one card plus the overarching theme. This may be related to your past, the way you think about your current situation, or even to help guide you in the future. Let's have a look. These messages are from the angels in heaven. There you go, one right there. Have confidence. Very, very unique. What do you desire? Question mark. Interesting cards. All right, so this is supposed to be a little mini reading, okay, with a reflection of what is to come, but it's not something that I'm telling you about your future. It's just a guidance so that you can work towards betterment, right? To enhance yourself. Let's have a look here. And whatever I'm about to read, for some of you, it may resonate in regards to this person too. It might also resonate with the situation that you're in, and you may be able to change certain things because of what I'm about to say. Okay, we have here, have confidence. Confidence, have confidence. So this does show me some of you might not be very sure of yourselves. That's okay, don't worry, that's life. But they're all saying here to have confidence. And that comes from the wit and the wisdom and the intuition that you have. Moving forward does not necessarily require you to have confidence in yourself. Confidence in God is enough, along with knowing that God works through you and with you and in all sorts of ways. Lean upon us if your confidence wavers, and we will buoy your courage and faith. B-U-O-Y, so like buoyancy. So they will lift, afloat your courage and faith. So basically what they're saying here is that confidence comes from faith. That, yep, it's going to happen. But my 2 cents on this would be that confidence has to come from a place, the word I'm getting is sanity. That confidence has to come from a place of sanity. Has to be logical, has to be reasonable, has to be practical, okay? You can have confidence, you can have the belief, but if it's not practical, guys, then it's not going to happen, okay? So you have to have a little bit of that rationale in there too. If you haven't spoken to this person in years and you're just expecting them to suddenly message you, That is very, very difficult and very rare. Here we have the question, what do you desire? You now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know what you are already desiring of them, they will rush into your life as if by magic. So there's certain things that you want and certain things that you may be ignoring. But they want you to believe in yourself, to believe in God. Now, the God that I deal with, and there are many gods, but the God that I worship, that is Jesus, and Jesus is Father, and I get help from the angels. The angels work for them. These guys are the employers, and they're the staff, okay? You can connect with them too, as long as you have faith. Now, by having confidence, if you believe in yourself, you will be able to manifest things as well. Because if you don't believe, and if you don't have confidence, the energy is not going to shift around you. The energy shifts, and the energy becomes yours. But it's the thought, the rays that's coming out from you that shifts, almost manipulates and grabs the things that you want. But it only happens if you actually believe it, not only envisioning it, but taking action too. It doesn't just happen, right? Nothing comes from nothing. There's something that you have to do in order to get something in return, right? And that's all based on good karma. So always remember, if you do want something, it all has to be through good karma, good actions, good deeds, and then the result will be positive. All right, we have here Archangel answer cards. Just going to do a quick prayer. No matter how much candle magic, no matter how much or how many kind of love spells somebody may do, if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be, because that thread, that string is held by God. You can't manipulate that. If certain things are not happening, sometimes you just have to wait. And if you've waited too long, then it's perfectly fine. You can move on. You don't have to wait around. Now keep in mind, this person too, right? They have a lot of growing up to do. There's a lot of lessons that they have to learn. Because clearly they truly haven't. Hoo-hoo. Okay, we have here no, but what I want to do is clarify the no. All right. Okay, it's no, don't stop. So basically keep positive. No, don't stop within the next few weeks, which also means the next few months. Oh, excellent. I love it when this is under the bottom of the deck. Big, happy changes. Yes. All right, guys. We have here perfect timing. So this is like a cake. A cake. You got the ingredients. You've made it. You've put it in the oven, but it's all a matter of time. God knows how many cakes this season I have ruined. Taking it out too damn soon. Went flat in the middle. I know I shouldn't. I'm just, yeah. New recipe. Patience is needed. And if you take it out too soon, it will flatten. It will not be a proper cake. It'll be raw in the center, right? Experience. The issue here is that you are at that stage where you're ready. But this person is not. So you're not truly resonating on the same frequency. Not right now. Not only that, but it does seem that this person has some type of decision to make. They're at a crossroads. There's so many things going on in their mind. They are saying here there's no need to worry, and reconsider the situation that you're in. Reconsider your decisions, your actions, your plans. Think about it twice, because, and this is the good part, Gemini, there is an opportunity coming. Now, this opportunity could be another connection, another relationship. It could be something completely different. The opportunity could even be, oh, you get transferred to the same location where this person is going to be shifting to. It could be anything, okay? I've had a lot of people that have actually done that. And guys, I'd recommend, it's very disheartening when I see this. The job market's not the best in the world right now. If you are simply just interested in this person, do not pack your bags, leave your job, and go to a different state or different country to get the job just to be near the person that you are simply interested in. I have had clients that do that. That's a big no-no, because it's not even a connection, right? It's not a connection. And just by being close to that person, that's not going to change anything. If they want to go and have an affair, if they want to play around with other people, they will still be playing around with other people. So do not shift your home. Do not leave your job. Don't quit everything and leave your friend circle and then just go and move next to this person in the same city. Because 99% of the time, in all the readings that I've done, the person that has gone there moves all the way back home again after years of disappointment. Why? Because they put that time, energy, and effort into that action, but it was not practical, right? So very, very careful. Reconsider any type of action, any type of opportunity. Make sure that it comes to you, all right? Here we do have, if you believe, good manifestation there. Yes, there will be a peaceful resolution in the coming days. Ask for help from others. This could be your friends, your family members. You may need a little bit of guidance, a little bit of support, and that's okay. Just to talk. Some people may give you some advice. They may tell you about their own experiences, and you will just learn from that as well. Also, ask for help from others may lead some of you to a new opportunity from these people. We also have here, no, don't stop giving and receiving love. Keep that positive energy flowing within the next few months or weeks or months. There's going to be big, happy changes. There's going to be changes. They're going to be big, and you're going to be happy about it. Eventually, you're going to be happy about it. Now, this could be for some of you, somebody completely different. For some of you, it could be the same person, but there's been a shift. I can tell you, most likely it's not going to be within the next few weeks. That's too soon. Months is more like it. Nonetheless, I do see opportunities, and these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. Gemini, that is your reading, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated, and I do read the comments as much as I can, and I try to reply as much as I can, but I do enjoy the fact that you guys are able to express to me how these types of emotions and feelings, how you relate to it. So please do share your stories with me. And sometimes I use this content as well as in my private readings to create content on my other channel, Asnointia Audio. The link is below. I have videos there. Well, they're mostly audio files, so you can just go about, your day, do whatever you need to do, clean, watch TV, or whatever you're doing, but just hear me in the background. I mean, I can't multitask like that, but some people do. I don't know how they do it. Just hear me in the background about relationship-related advice. There's a lot of different variety of videos. For me, it's a lot. I also have some on past life and spiritual connections. If you feel that you cannot let go of this person, if you cannot move on, if you feel that this is an obsession growing, yeah, welcome to the club. That is a spiritual connection. You guys are either twin flames, soulmates, or karmic partners. Very, very strong connection. Now, some of you may be interested in love readings. And so if you go to the link below, it is in the description below my website. That's www.asnointia.com. You can go to the rates and packages section, and there you'll find A few that I have available. One is on past life and spiritual connections. Now keep in mind that not all of these readings that are in the past life may be in the past. So there have been some anomalies where the time and the place is quite different, but I would say only 4% of the readings are like that. The rest of the readings are always in the past. Very simple, straightforward. Please do read the description before you place an order, and that one does take a little bit of time. Now, I also have the actual love reading, the one that I do have available. That is an audio file plus the PDF, a lot of details I provide to you. And I also have the chakra checkup package, where I have the ability, and I do a reading for you, where I look remotely in your home, around your aura, and inside of your body at the negative energies that may be existing. Now, inside of your body is the chakra centers. They're associated to your bodily functions. But this is negative energy mixed with your positive energy. So I teach you how to extract this. Okay? And that package, of course, you have for the rest of your life. The methods that I've taught you there, you will have that, and it's all good. There will be no negative energies that are bothering you after that. If some of you feel that there is any sort of black magic, voodoo, witchcraft, hexes, curses, evil eye, it gets rid of all of that. That's the chakra checkup package. If you feel that there's some type of spiritual trauma or trauma that has been stuck in you energetically, and there's a difference between, or a misalignment between, you feel your mind, body, spirit, and your soul, this also helps with that. If you feel that there's any sort of supernatural or negative entities in your home, like if you feel your home is haunted, or there's some type of supernatural, like sleep paralysis or shadow people, things like that, this will also help harmonize that and get rid of those type of negative things from your home. Now, I also have some self-help guides. Please have a look at that. They have different topics. So one, for example, getting rid of a family generational curse. I have another one that is the water wellness package that teaches you how to create holy water, and that's for you to drink. It's just simple water, but it's a method that I have. So once you have these methods, you have them for the rest of your life, right? All right, Gemini, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for your support, for your encouragement, and for your patience. I really do appreciate that. I'm wishing you all a very safe, happy, and prosperous new year ahead. Thank you so much for tuning in. You all take care, stay safe. Please do like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys again. Bye now.